Welcome to this lecture. My name is Fred Mjomba. This is an object-oriented programming lecture. Chapter number 4, we're talking about objects and classes. So far, we've been talking about objects and classes, and this time around, we are going to delve deeper into them. So what is an object? Let us start by defining a class. A class is simply a template that contains members. So a class will have class members. And these members are variables or simply containers where you're going to store some data. So the first member of a class is called a data member. The next member of a class will be some functions or some methods that are going to act on some data that you supply. So these ones you call them member functions. Some people may use the word methods, but the word method is used the word method is used to refer to a function that has been attached to an object. Now, what is an object then? An object is an instance. The word instance here may mean like this is a baby or a child or maybe one form of a class. So an object is an instance of a class because a class can have several instances. Now, an object is the one that contains real values. Whereas in a class, you have just definition or what we call a template or a blueprint of what you want it to do. An object will have really values. It's basically when we were talking about functions, we said a function can have formal parameters, which are storage containers, placeholders. But when you call a function, you give it really values. So the same thing here with a class. A class is a definition of data members where I'm going to store, for example, age, where I'm going to store marks, where I'm going to store my name. Then in a class, I have functions which are going to act on the marks, maybe function get marks, function get age, function, get name. But now, where is the data that is supplied? The data is supplied in an object. So an object contains real data. Now, objects and classes can be initialized. So you initialize an object with a value, or you can also have null initialization or void. So we normally initialize objects, and after you declare them, you initialize them with some values. If you don't have a value, then that means you have null initialization. So we shall talk about how we store data. We shall define the different memory, structure, such as dynamic, static, heap, stack memory, and static objects and other things. God bless you.